My music journey started at a really young age. I mainly just was singing in my room by myself with my karaoke machine and sometimes for my family. I started performing live at around 8 years old or so in church, and I feel like that is really where my love for music started curating. Although that was something that I really was passionate about as I got older, it wasn't really something that I felt was a reality or something that I could make into a career. So being from a small town, sports and academics really became my main focus in life. Until around the age of 15, I can remember it like it was yesterday. I went to this little get-together that my friend was hosting at her house, and her mom was like, hey, American Idol is coming to a town that's really close to where we grew up, and I think that you should go and try out, because they were music people, they loved to sing, so they knew that about me as well. And so I thought on it a little bit, and whenever I went home, I had a conversation with my mom, and I was like, hey, this is what's going on. Do you think it would be okay if you would take me and maybe I could try out for American Idol? And she said, I don't think that you are good enough to go against these people. And I was just like, well, thanks, Mom, appreciate it. But she was very supportive, and it was something that I wanted to do, so she ended up taking me. It was something that I definitely was inexperienced with, and it was an absolutely overwhelming experience, but it definitely made me fall in love with music 120% more than I ever thought was possible. And so I'm so glad we did that, because I made it through. I ended up trying out in Baton Rouge, Louisiana a few times for executive producer rounds, and then again for the judges on American Idol. And luckily, I got a gold ticket, went to Hollywood, and I remember being so excited just because that was the very first time that I'd ever gotten to ride in an airplane. And for me, that was like the icing on top of the cake. It was so great. I was so excited. So if I didn't make it any further, that just the simple fact that I was able to get an airplane ride was just amazing to me. So that's really where my professional music career started, and I just didn't think that that was something that was possible for someone from Portland, Tennessee. So that's really, the beginning and the start of Jada Vance as an artist in the music industry. And from there, it just kind of grew. I made it to the second rounds of Hollywood and ended up getting cut at the top 52. But as a 16-year-old, I was extremely proud of myself, because like I said, it just was something that I didn't think could become a reality. So I was ecstatic, absolutely ecstatic about the entire situation. And I'm so thankful for it, because it gave me opportunities that I necessarily wouldn't have had if it wasn't for that experience. And now it's amazing. Now I get to work with great artists and great musicians, and I have a band. They're called the Rowdies, and it's absolutely a dream come true.